up, guys? Welcome to Strength for Today's Man. This is volume 46. We're going to jump right into this. I appreciate you guys following us. I appreciate all the likes. I thank you for the shares. I thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and then what'll happen is you'll be notified whenever we do upload a brand new video. Now, Matthew 14:27 through 29. I'm going to read this from the New International Version. It says, Jesus immediately said to them, "Take courage, it is I. Don't be afraid." "Lord, if it's you," Peter said, "tell me to come to you on the water." "Come," he said. Then Peter got down out of the boat, walked on the water, and came towards Jesus. Let's entitle this one today, Be Courageous. That's a very interesting story. And we all know the story of Jesus walking on the water when he told his disciples to go over to the other side of the lake. A storm arose. It was dark. They were fearful in the boat. They saw him and they like, yo, there's a ghost. There's a spirit on the water. And Jesus said, hey, no, man, come on. It's me. Take courage. Don't be afraid. I'm right here with you. And Peter, the only one that decided to step up and test the waters, as it were, said, Jesus, if it's really you, bid me to come. Tell me to come. Because I know if you tell me to come, it's you and it's going to be good. I'm going to be safe. Those are some of the things that we need to understand, that if we know, and if really shouldn't be in there, that little two little words shouldn't be in there. Since, that's Greek, translated from if. Since it is you, tell me to come to you. Bid me to come over there. We are so committed to comfort. We get in our little comfort zone and we just stay there. We're comfortable. We don't want nobody to bother us. We don't want to step outside the comfort zone because that's our space. It's difficult to experience all that God has in store for us when we stay within that little comfort zone. We stay in that little box. I'm comfortable, don't bother me. But how can we experience all that he has in store for us when we do that? Whether because of the fear of failure or the fear of the unknown, we would rather choose to stay within that comfort zone. We would rather stay in the boat when we let our fears dictate our directions. Don't let your fear dictate your directions, because if you allow fear to dictate the direction that you go, you're not going anywhere. You're going to stay put. You're going to stay in the boat with the other 11 disciples, looking fearful, scared, worried, looking at the weather, looking at the seas, looking at all the trouble that's around you. Now, granted, Peter stepped out of his comfort zone, went to Jesus on the water. But just like many of us, he took his focus off of Jesus and started focusing on what was going on around him. And many of us, that's our problem. We start looking at everything that's going on around us instead of focusing on Jesus. If you have laser focus on Jesus, you don't have time to worry about the Christian Critic Committee talking about you, talking about how you look, talking about how you dress, talking about how you talk, talking about what your video is all about, talking about all the negative stuff that they talk about. You don't have to worry about that. Keep your focus on Jesus. Allow him to comfort you when discomfort arises because you are out of your comfort zone. Courageous is not the absence of fear, but the presence of peace when fear is at hand. When our object of hope is greater than our object of fear, we can be courageous. In the midst of their fear, Jesus said to his disciples, take courage. And he's telling you today, take courage. It is I. Don't be afraid. In other words, be courageous because I am here. When you go through the storm, be courageous because Jesus is right there with you. He's walking with you. He's riding with you, ride or die. He's right there. He says that he is greater than any of your biggest fear. We can experience peace when we put Jesus on the proper pedestal. We can experience all there is to experience when Jesus is near. We will be able to step out of the boat into the unknown with confidence and accept this simple invitation to come. When you ask Jesus, can I come? And he tells you to come on. What are you going to do? Take courage and just step on out there. Step out by faith. Step out the boat and know that when Jesus tells you to come, everything is going to be all right. It's already worked out. It's already laid out for you to succeed. You're not going to fail. You're not going to fall. But if in fact you do fall, like Peter did, because he took his eyes off of Jesus, that's the only reason we fall, is because we take our eyes off of Jesus. We take our focus off of him and focus on everything else. Let me close with this. God, give me peace when fear surrounds me. Help me to be courageous and follow you into the unknown. Build my trust so I can experience all that you have in store for me. Be courageous, guys. Jesus is standing there telling you to come on. This is Strength for Today's Man, Volume 46. I'm Malachi Mitchell. You guys go out there and be courageous. Be strong in the Lord. And don't be fearful to come out of your comfort zone. Step out the boat. He's waiting for you. And I'll meet you right back here on the next podcast. You guys be blessed.